Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path as well. Sorry, I got distracted. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google. Search it and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? So I channeled an energy right before I began. I was drawn to these Two of Cups energy. So if you take a look, there's the Two of Cups upright and the Two of Cups reversed. I'm being cool not to pick that up, but that was the Two of Cups that was upright, and the Two of Cups reversed is the one that remains. So I'm being cool to keep this as the general energy for this message. It's the theme for this message. There is someone who does not want you to connect with a specific person, right? Like someone's trying to stand in between in relationships. Someone's trying to stand in the way of someone being with you. Someone doesn't want you to connect with a specific person. Like this person is trying to cloak your energy by turning you ugly with beauty work, beauty spells, glamour spells. They've been tampering with your face, sending you spiritual attacks, sending spiritual battles to your face, your beauty, your attraction, your looks. Like this person wants you with deformities, all of a sudden there's things appearing on your face, or there's something affected about your facial features. In hopes that when they do this person they're trying to prevent you from coming together with will not want you. Like they hope this will make you become someone that is not just rejected by this person, but by society, your world, your life, your reality. It's like someone watching the Prophetic Vessel show and becoming a stalker and then obsessing over my life, find out I have a husband, I have a son, gets obsessed and says, you know what? I want that person's family. I want that person's man. They want my man. Not knowing who my man is and his identity, just seeing him. And he is a dreamy somebody. So of course, I wouldn't blame you for wanting him, but let's say that person is now like, you know what? I'm going to ensure that Prophetic Vessel is the ugliest person in her world, her life, her reality. I want to just completely damage her look so that she can't even be on the internet and be admired or be listened to or be acknowledged and be heard, so that her husband doesn't look at her the same. And then that's where I come in, like a coward, right? So coming back to the generalization of this message, that was just an analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example. You're dealing with someone who is trying to weaken you because who you are in general is a force to be reckoned with. They want you unable to be with someone or unable to be in society. You hide now. Now you no longer want to be seen. Now you no longer have confidence within yourself or self-esteem. Now you don't look at yourself in the mirror at all. Like, someone here is clearly just a lunatic, okay? We have the Two of Pentacles reversed to the King of Wands reversed. This is something we don't talk about enough. You know, there are people out there that are lunatics. We have the Two of Pentacles reversed here. So daily, this person tries to stalk you to see if what they've been trying to do is working, but it's not. And this is someone that has done this before to a specific person, and it has worked. So they were guaranteed results because of the trust and faith they have in this, as this is what they've always been on. Like, they always try to spiritually attack people, bind people to spiritual battles, right? Because you are meant to be in the state of being with no cure or no remedy, no medication, no fixing, no healing, just continuously getting worse until you get to a specific age and you're just rotting in your face. Like, continuous swelling, continuous peeling, continuous pigmentation, continuous scarring. Like, you literally just become monstrous in your physical, and therefore the world around you just like changes because of how you're received. This is someone that wanted you in that state of being and still does till this day, right? We have the King of Wands reversed. They are not losing motivation or hope or trust and faith in this because they've seen it being done. They've done it before to someone else. They've gone to do this work, this beauty work, beauty spells, right? Glamour work, glamour spells. Like, they've done this before. They've consulted and got it done before with a high priestess, right? So it's like a no-brainer. It's like, this was supposed to just be something that happens to you, and like, is this where we have gotten? I keep channeling that same analogy, that reference point, that case study, that example of someone in the collective who is in this energy, but this is someone who is an audience member. They're not a beloved, all right? They're karmic. And they're like that towards me. Just know that, you know, bitch, back to sender. Oh, that's what's actually happening, beloved. Someone is affected by their own spells. We're all dealing with the same energies. We have the Eight of Swords. So this person, their no-brainer state of being that they were in, of thinking this is just going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, in and out, hit and miss, or, well, yeah, hit and miss. I was going to say hit and run. So this person is now, to say the least, in regret, because they're experiencing something they've never experienced before. It's backfiring on them. Something's happening to someone's face. This is someone who wanted you away from the eyes of people, and especially a specific person that they didn't want you to get into a relationship with. Now, whether this is someone who you are with or you will be with, or someone that wants to be with you. Take it how it applies for your reality, right? Whoever they're trying to prevent you from connecting with. But nonetheless, what this person has been trying to do is backfiring on them. Like someone's face is going to be a hideous, unsettling mess. Can you imagine the horror that they're experiencing? They've never, ever, ever experienced a backfire. This is someone that dibbles and dabbles in witchcraft, in voodoo, in black magic. They dibble and dabble in darkness. They've always walked that path, right? Now, however way they've cloaked their energy or they've cloaked themselves in the eyes of others, you are no fool to who they actually are. You are actually pretty much awakened to whatever they've been trying to be on or do. And because you know, and not only that, on top of that, you know who they are. And not only that, on top of that, it's backfiring. Oh, and not only that, on top of that, you have spiritual covering because your ancestors are right there with you. We have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this person is caught up deeply. They were trying to keep you away from those around you and isolate you in this curse of ugliness. You forever just are this ugly person. We have the Queen of Swords. But they're going to suffer the same fate they wanted another to suffer from. That's their destiny that they're bound to. Everyone is going to literally watch this person turn ugly. These be the people that in life, they get hit with certain things out of nowhere. But it's not just out of nowhere. It's an energy that is being returned to them. It's like, damn, one of those situations where you do something so commonly, it's in your nature, and then you do it to that one person, and your whole life gets messed up after that. Now everything is fucked up for you. They've done that to themselves. God is using you to be someone's karma. You know how many people have suffered this curse of, and are currently suffering this curse of ugliness due to these energies of people that just carry envy and hatred within their hearts and project it. A literal mere stranger watching me and being obsessed with my life and making it my problem. Like I said, return to sender. We have the Devil reversed to the Three of Swords reversed. This return to sender is going to be one for the books, is what your ancestors are saying. Because they're so tired of seeing the tears of the women that have suffered due to this woman's spiritual spells, right? How many women look in the mirror with deep, women looking in the mirror and they're just hiding because they just can't look at themselves because of what has become of their face. Black spots all over, a acne breakout, it's like the ancestors have watched so many women suffer at the hands of these Jezebels. These Jezebels do this. It's their day-to-day routine. Like, they just love to mess up people's lives because of their own insecurities. and issues. You know how insecure this woman actually is? This man actually is? Take it how it applies as to who this is in your reality. But I'm channeling a woman here. That was to say that men do this too. Okay, God didn't want me to leave out the masculines. God wanted me to also say that men do this too. But this is in specific a woman doing this to another woman. We have the Three of Swords reversed, and it's being returned to sender. You are not going to be heartbroken for the rest of your life, beloved, because someone is jealous of your beauty. So you must hate yourself for the rest of your life because another person can't stand your beauty. Now you can't even look at yourself in the mirror. You can't even stand in the energy you used to stand in. You can't be this confident queen. You can't be an empress. You can't be this vibrant, divine feminine because another woman is insecure about the level of beauty you possess because they're comparing it to themselves. They're not content in their womanhood. They're weak. You must suffer because another person's weak. Whoa. They want to erase you from the face of the earth. They want to enable you to isolate yourself from everybody. Now you don't go out to anywhere. Now you don't want to be seen, not talking to anyone. All you're doing is dwelling in this deep well, in this deep rabbit hole, in this deep tunnel of the curse of ugliness. You can't find anything, no doctor, no medication, no remedy, no cure for what's been happening to your face. And you spend the rest of your life trying to fix your face because it's interfering with your identity, your reality, your life, your world. You can't be there, do this, go here because your mind is affected, your heart is affected, your spirit is affected, and your body is affected. You are bound to a curse that is literally turning your life into a nightmare. You see now, when I say back to sender and why God had to stop this woman and stop her right then and there. It's like, this woman's like, I'm not even seeing one thing. There's nothing wrong with her. Everything's fine. Like I said, she was stopped right then and there. At the first attack, it just was blocked right then and there. It kept returning. And it's about to come full circle. Someone is literally going to spend a lifetime trying to fix their face. And also reflecting on the fact that they should have really fixed their heart and mind. Yeah, like this level of intimidation I'm channeling from this woman's energy is the kind of intimidation where she doesn't even want you around those she's connected to because she's afraid you'll outshine her. This is a woman that isn't content about her identity and individuality. You are a supposed threat. It's like, imagine your whole life being ruined because somebody doesn't want you looking in the mirror. We live in crazy times, man. I can't go outside to the grocery store because some weird bitch with insecurities is going to project on me and want me to be ugly because she can't see past me. She can't see herself in my vibration, on my level. And this supposed threat that she feels, that's based on pure delusion because I'm not even in her life. I don't even know her. What the fuck is wrong with people, honestly? Like, and people walk around and they just project every single day. They don't reflect and take a look in the mirror and address what's wrong and get to the core and the bottom, the root cause of it. Imagine. So basically, beautiful woman, pretty woman we must live in fear because a bitch jealous. Man, ho, fuck you. We have the Queen of Cups. It just shows you, like, women that experience this, they should look at it as a learning experience. Why am I feeling this way? What is it that I need to work on within myself? What is it that I need to heal and transmute into a higher vibration, a higher frequency, a higher wavelength? Instead of just projecting and doing things like this and ruining your own life in the process. Just because this woman was successfully doing this to others or successfully did it to a specific person, it doesn't mean it's something that's always meant to work out, because this is either like, this woman, I'm channeling it both ways. Take the narrative, how it applies for your reality based on your awareness of who this is. They could have either figured it out and did it to one person, and it because they figured it out in that way, it shocked them and it frightened them, and they were like, no, this is too much power, oh my God, I'm not going to use it, I'm just going to store it, and I'm just going to, like, hold on to that power and live with the fact that, like, I did that to that person, and anyone that wants it will get it type of energy. Or they could have, discovered the power and figured it out and completely abused it, continue doing it to people. If you even give them the wrong stare, if you even breathe the wrong way, now it starts, like, it got in your head and it made you sick-minded, right? Like, this person was, like, the way they would constantly just unable, like, they were just unable to reflect. Just literally take a step back and say, but why am I literally like this? Why am I this way? They didn't take the time to do that because it was about this power that they were holding on to. They felt godly, they felt mighty. This person, you've been a very big problem for them, to say the least, because you are the one that this is not working on. And don't forget, they've done it before, they've seen it. So they're studying you entirely, trying to learn and understand why you're not being affected. But you're covered by the Holy Spirit. Your ancestors are protecting you. That's not something they need to understand. We have the Seven of Cups. They will try, they'll attempt to do all that, but it'll lead them nowhere. Literally, this person will be forced to leave you alone as they face their own curse of ugliness that they tried to send to another person's reality. Like, it's going to come back to their world. Literally, the time they spent doing this is going to reflect on their world. Everything is going to come back. Whether they wanted you to have this and this on your face, or experience this and this and go through this and this on your face. Like, whatever they send to your beauty, to your looks, to your attraction energy, it's going to hit them heavy. Ten of Wands. everything they sent is going to just land on them. They're going to have to carry all those crosses. Every single day, they live in fear because they don't know when it's going to happen. It's like the full circle energy is only beginning. The reversal is only beginning, right? Like it's only starting. It has only just begun. This person has ruined their whole life with this. They should have just left people alone and figured out what's wrong with them and why they even want that for another person to begin with and think it will never happen to them or life won't catch up to them. It's weird, it's strange, it's peculiar, it's odd. It's like they never saw themselves getting hit with the same thing that they're trying to, like, they never saw themselves getting whiplash or consequence. Let's tap in further to this energy. Yeah, this person is in the devil energy. This is a Jezebel, okay? They house Jezebel energy. They house the Jezebel entity. It's like Jezebel can exist in any human host. Anyone's mind that's inviting to the Jezebel spirit, those that possess thoughts of envy and jealousy towards others, house the Jezebel spirit within their minds. Those that possess envious and jealous emotions towards others, house the Jezebel spirit in their hearts. And it's an entity in its form of existence on earth, meaning it can literally surround a whole city, town, country, community, home, environment, area, neighborhood. It can be everywhere. Like it can literally follow. It can be anywhere in that regard. So it's like a neighborhood filled with karmic women that are Jezebels, or a community of karmic women and Jezebels, an area filled with women like that, or a city, a town, right? We have the Ten of Wands reversed to the Ace of Cups. This was the sort of woman in high school. They would envy other girls, right? They would want to be exactly like the next girl because they're popular, or they're more pretty, because, you know, they get more attention. They're looked at, they're acknowledged, they're seen, they're heard. They'd always copy the blueprint of that specific type of girl because that's the dream life that they want. They want to be that way. And that inner child has manifested in this woman's life within her womanhood, right? As she is now an adult, that very same girl that in high school is still her. That girl is still in there, living, breathing. She's still the same, wants the same thing, aims with the same intent. Every day, this woman is looking at herself in the mirror, crying, begging her ancestors to reverse everything, because as she's done this before, now that it's not working and there's no results, this is the most fear she's ever felt in her entire life. The one that helped her do this, the one behind this, the magician, you know, the high priestess or the high priest, the one she consulted with, cannot even help her, because they too don't know how this is not working. But the children of God are rising. We have the King of Swords reversed. It's like your ancestors will ruthlessly protect you. You know, they will protect you with no bounds, no restrictions, whatever level they have to go with protecting you. Whether it's this that they have to protect you from or a car accident, they'll shapeshift into an energy of protection you need at any given time in your life. If you need to be protected from that thing, that person, that thought, that emotion, that memory, that flashback, they'll erase it. They'll protect you from it. They're your goons, okay? Can I get an amen in the mighty name of Jesus? We have the Nine of Cups reversed. So the hand of God upon your life ensures ultimate protection. God will supply your ancestors with limitless power. Hence, they can shapeshift to any level of protection you need. So with that being said, what I'm seeing here is that her tears are falling on deaf ears. Her ancestors don't care. Her ancestors have turned their backs on her. Three of Swords. She's all alone. They don't care. They don't care. She rots and decays in that curse of ugliness, because they know she knew better. She just never thought this day would come. They don't even want to say anything about it. It's like, oh, what were you thinking? Yeah, the Eight of Swords. This woman will forever be trapped in this curse of ugliness. Look at that. This is her looking in the mirror every day, crying, waiting for her doom that is slowly pending and gradually. It won't just hit. She won't all of a sudden be ugly. It'll be in the little things that start happening, and she'll start rushing to the doctor. You know, she'll start starting the medication, the remedy. She'll be actively also consulting with this high priest energy, this magician behind this curse of ugliness. She'll constantly trying to stop the inevitable. It's just things are going to happen to her face. This is going to happen and it's going to go away, and then something else happens and then it's going to go away. She's going to have to live with it. God is going to strengthen her lifeline because she has to suffer for what she's done to others. It's like, it's not going to just be unrealistically, like, coming back to the physical manifestation of this curse of ugliness. Like, she's going to start experiencing things little by little. It's going to just problem over problem about her beauty, her attraction, her looks. It's going to be skin condition after skin condition, dryness, oiliness, her swelling, scarring, like rash, you know, like peeling. There's going to be so much, and it's going to just continuously happen. Like, she'll forever be going through things. This will be the woman that deeply obsesses over cosmetics and products, and also whatever she needs to bathe with in her face that she's given by this magician, this high priestess, to take home and put this on. You'll be better, it'll go away. Like, she'll forever be finding some form of help in that way to cater to this. It'll be like that forever for her because she bound herself to this, like literally. She's bound to this. She's literally bound to this. It's the same thing she did to someone else, so she'll suffer. And the person that experienced this from her, those people will be cured. Like, it's like the energy is going to be returned to her. You're not the only one, right? So whatever they've done to others or another, it's returning to them. You're just the one that's the karma, the activator, the vessel, the catalyst to this person getting what they deserve because of all that they've done. It's like they never saw this coming, ever. She should have stayed in her lane. Who is she to think she can do what she tried to do to you anyway? Because she wants to keep you away from a specific person, and she wants to keep you away from reality because she's literally insecure. Your womanhood intimidates her. She feels small in your presence, in your light, in your shine. We have the Nine of Pentacles. That won't stop you from being who you are. You know, this woman could have literally saved her own self by just leaving you alone. People really need to learn to stay in their lane, mind their business. Literally, just do that. No one should act surprised when they receive what they deserve, because they know it's what they deserve. You did that. You said that. You acted like that. Take accountability. Take responsibility. It's your energy. This person, look at this. This is them unable to sleep, trying to connect themselves to things, people, places that will ground them and keep them, you know, balanced, relaxed, chilling, unbothered, unfazed, because they don't want the lunatic to show. They don't want the lunatic to come out. The ancestors of this person are looking at her with disappointment and eyes of pure concern at the fact that she literally will suffer forever. And they're concerned about the fact that she was willing to give up her own life in this way because of insecurity, when she could have easily just addressed herself right then and there and asked herself why she's so intimidated about another woman just being herself. She got way too caught up in what she thought was power, but it was actually her own curse. We have justice reversed. This Jezebel is in for a world of tragedy and inconveniences. Life is really going to take a turn for this person. Her face is going to be filled with tragedies and inconveniences, and it's going to keep getting worse and worse. The problem is going to require more of this, more of that. The remedy, the medication, the doctor appointment, like, it's going to take so much for her to keep up. And she's going to be obsessed with cosmetics and products and things of that nature. Botox, she might even resort to that at a later stage, as she needs to maintain her beauty. There's a reason she was so focused on yours. This is all she cares about, back to that little girl in high school. That one thing that she carried with her forever is her worst nightmare now. Being seen, heard, acknowledged, attention, eyes on her. Now, that very same thing she desired with her whole heart is now her worst nightmare. God said He will give us the desires of our heart. This person is getting what they wanted, and they're paying their karma. God is tired of people bringing harm to other people's lives and not receiving any backlash. It's like a crime gone unpunished. It's really unlawful and unjust. We have the Ten of Pentacles. You get into a relationship with whoever you want to get into a relationship with. So she'll try and prevent you from getting into a relationship with everybody. She really thought like, oh, she's going to use this as some form of weapon to form against you, and it's going to control your reality, and they're going to be behind the scenes as a mastermind. Like, she really delusional, man. This lunatic. She's a lunatic. Who can't stand the power of another woman because they can't match up to it. They're not built in the same fabrication. We have the High Priestess. You're going to get more beautiful, more attractive, more good looking. You're going to get more of the beauty you already possess. It's going to heighten. It's going to broaden. It's going to ascend. It's going to evolve. Like, your beauty is going to elevate. It's going to be on a different level. And it's going to just get better and better. People that do this don't realize they be helping us. Like, you send energy to me, you help me. Because when I transmute it to a higher power, I'm closer to the Most High. I'll be more of what you want less of me to be. If you want me to not have, I'll have plenty. We have the Three of Wands. So I see here that, you know, as life progresses and as every day comes and goes, the sun rises and so does the moon. This person is trying to hold it together. They're trying to slowly process and accept the fact that this is their new reality, because they know it's their responsibility for them to take accountability of the energy they sent. Who else is supposed to live with it? It's their creation. They even wishing that, you know, they can be another person. They can live another person's life because they're afraid of their own doom. We have Temperance reversed. They're afraid of their own return to sender, right? They're afraid of what they've done. Like, you're gonna always be who this person wishes they could have left alone. It's never gonna be a situation where this person will ever be able to face you. They'll forever just hide, and your name will always make their chest just like cave in. We have the Knight of Cups, and you will be found attractive. You'll be looked at in beauty. You'll be Venus, whether they like it or not. I see that, you know, the woman that you are, you're the woman that makes the dog bark, right? The man grovel, right? It's like there are women out here that men will do anything for because of the type of woman that they are. And you're one of those women. You're just irresistible. Truly. We have the Four of Cups reversed to the Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay? And that won't change, okay, beloved? You'll forever be like that. No matter who tries to change that about you, you'll have to live with the fact that You are who you are regardless, and they should have just stayed in the lane, mind their business, live their life, and leave you alone. Like literally, that's all. That's all they should have done right then and there. Like, damn, I'm out of pocket. This is gross. Not just towards you, towards everyone who they thought of doing this to or did it to. Whoever experienced this now, like imagine the type of woman this is, that they're okay with watching someone else suffer because of their own actions. Because they're stuck in an illusion that life is this way, life is that way. They want to be this woman, they want to be this person, and they want the world to receive them like this, and the men to love them and to grovel at their feet. They want to be looked at in some form of valuable way upon the man's eyes over another woman. This is a woman that strives to be better than the next woman. They strive to be better than the next woman in every capacity possible. That's all they care about in life. I'm being called to end this message here. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time, and I thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly, and you can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.